Hey, welcome to another Flights with Joel. I am here at Santa Monica Airport, about to take off. Do a quick... messing with the cameras there. I'm still trying to figure out all these cameras. There's like 30 different camera positions. That's better. There we go. This is the drone mode. Santa Monica Airport from the air. Not a lot to it, but a whole lot better than some things. A few vehicles moving around the road. It looks amazing. All looks like I'm looking at a video of the actual area, except the airport. Not very detailed, but still amazing stuff. Now, one thing about these cameras is there's no way to jump back in the cockpit. So I'm flipping through all these cameras, trying to figure out how to get in the cockpit view. There we go, back in the cockpit, and with a lot of adjusting, I'm ready to take off. Okay. Let's see. Here we go. Nope. E-brake's on. E-brake's on. So, I'm looking for the e-brake. Trying to release it with the keyboard. Trying to release it with the keyboard. Don't see it in here anywhere. There's nothing clickable. Keyboard functions aren't working. Okay, well, I think I'm going to have to restart. Because nothing is working. I'm just sitting here, dead in the water. So I'm back after a restart, and I believe I have the e-brake sorted. Just gonna take off out of here. I already took off. I had to come back because I forgot to record. Just gonna take off out of here. This takes about 100 feet. Fly over a little landmark, the Getty Museum, and then show you some more about setting up the controls. Little mapping controllers if your controller is not recognized, so that you don't have to spend $150 to $300 on a controller. And yes, there are lots of little glitches. In a little while I'm going to go on and check out the Microsoft update. They already have some stuff out about what they're doing next. Their first update to the sim since the release. So much good stuff here. I know there's some wonky stuff too. There's some great stuff. And here I am in Los Angeles looking at a landmark that I've been looking for a long time in all the different simulators. I know there's been so much hype about this sim, but this is why. Things like this. That is the Getty Museum. I've looked in X-Plane, I've looked in P3D even without on scenery. I'm at version 5 now. I've looked in Aerofly FS2, and not there. Not only is it here, but you can see it in high detail. You can see the garden and it's just amazing. This is a very prominent VFR landmark in Los Angeles, so I just thought I would show this real quick before I get into how to make an old controller work. If you're like me, you don't want to spend $150 on a controller. And look at the freeway. I mean, that actually looks like a freeway, other than the fact that it's nearly empty. But at this point in history, it might be that empty. Yeah, and the plane, wow. There's a little bit of wear on the switches. Everything looks just incredible. People are putting this sim down, they just want to put something down. This is so far beyond the 3 sims I just mentioned. I usually do helicopter videos, so unfortunately... Whoa, ow, what's happening, Nero? Just too fun. So, into the settings, go to Controls, and as you can see, my SciTech Cyborg is a question mark over here. What is it? Nobody knows. But I have assigned a bunch of different things. I have a camera mode switch. I'm still figuring out the cameras, so my videos are going to get better. Absolutely. Cockpit cameras, so that's the little 3D camera. In the sim, I'm using Track IR, which is working well. But I can also use the little button, little thumb switch. I have those all programmed in. And flight controls. The aileron axis. So there we go. That's the aileron, elevator. Those work. Secondary controls, decrease flaps, increase flaps, are assigned to the same buttons that they were in way back in FSX, just so I don't confuse myself. Trim up and down, same buttons as I used to use. I try and get them the same in every sim. Landing gear is just a button. Power management, okay. Throttle, mixture. I have a throttle axis, obviously. There you go, up, down. I actually have pedals for my rudder, so I'm not too worried about that. I didn't even program that. So now I go to All if I want to assign something new, and I search. ATC. I'm going to assign a button to the ATC panel so I can open and close it with the controller. Display ATC. So there it is. Double click in the box, click in the search by input, and then I decide what input I want to use. So 1 is the trigger on my joystick. Validate, then apply and save. So it's a like 5-step process here. You got to make sure you can do all 5 steps. Go back, resume, so we don't really have a pause. And let's see. There it is. The ATC window goes up and goes away when I press it again. So the window's a little annoying, but you know, it's the old FSX style ATC. It's cool because it's real world. So the fact that you can set the aircraft on real world aircraft is amazing. Next video is just flying at LAX with all those aircraft. These are some of the cameras. There are dozens more for me to figure out. So thanks for flying along. This has been another Flights with Joel. As I work through my cameras here. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned something. It took me a while to find how to... Oh, this is the tough part. Getting back into the cockpit. Okay, there I am. Now I have to readjust everything. So that's a little clumsy still. But I'll figure it out. Hope it helped.